Alright, let's get started on our color pencil cheat sheet. Get your name on it first real quick, and then go ahead and grab a darker color pencil to begin our value scale. I'm going to go ahead and choose a purple for this. And to create our value scale, value is the range of light and dark in artwork. So instead of just pressing really hard to get dark, because you're going to French up your tip, you can just build up your value. So I'm going to kind of go in circles like this, not just straight up and down, but I'm going to go ahead and just slowly build it up, pressing light, and then starting to press darker. Because if I go too dark at first, then I won't be able to change it. Now as I'm moving towards my light, I'm going to still again press soft, so now I can go back and build it up to my dark, medium, and light. I should see 3 distinct colors. So if I'm working and I notice there's not a lot of change here, that means I need to make my dark darker. Your value needs to be obvious in your artwork. The contrast helps things make them look more realistic and overall more effective. So now you can see, and I'm starting to press a little harder now too. And this is just a practice thing, so don't worry about staining the lines too much or filling in the whole rectangle. Alright, what I want you to do is make sure that you have your dark, your medium, and your light. Notice that I didn't really go back into my light because already my lightest color, I didn't have to go back over it. Alright, so now if you turn your eye to our nice 2D flat circle, we're going to turn this 2D circle into a 3D sphere. So you can keep your color or grab a new one, up to you. When you are making a sphere using your value, you're again going to have your dark, medium, light. But with a sphere, or with a circle, you don't want to color just straight up and down. You actually want to color on a curve. So since my shape is curved circle, I want to actually color this way. And then again, I'm going to press really softly. So see, it's already a little darker just on the bottom here, almost like a crescent moon. I didn't make a sharp line. I want it to kind of gradually go from dark to light, almost like an ombre. And then again, I'm just going to slowly press harder. But the thing with the sphere is not to go straight across, is keep that curved line. And if I see a line forming like this, I just want to go over and get my medium. I want a slow transition. And I can do my little circles. This is called scumbling, actually. When you start making circles like this when you're coloring. And again, if I notice that there's not a big change, I can start pressing a little bit harder so I really get my value. And there we go. I have a nice round sphere. Alright, so hopefully you'll be able to use your value within your portrait. Now moving on down, blending or color mixing. You're going to show at least one example of this in your artwork. You want to create a unique color that is for your artwork. So if I want to, let's say, use blue I could find my light blue and dark blue. That would be a good color mixing. Or if I know anything, I have my color wheel right here. I could maybe make a light green. So I would take my green and yellow. Or maybe I want to try making green. I could take my yellow and blue to make a green. I'm going to show you a few on this. Let's see. So I'll make green actually. So I'm going to take a blue and my yellow. And I'm going to start off pressing softly, getting light. Just want to practice something here. And then I can add my yellow right on top. And you should notice that's going to change green a little bit. It's not the same as using a green color pencil, but it's now a little bit more unique. I can control how yellow I want my green, how blue I want my green. And so I'm starting to press a little bit harder now. And I kind of have this really nice dark green. If I wanted to, like I said, in my dark blue and light blue, I could start with my light blue and then take my dark blue. Instead of using black maybe, I could just use the darker blue to make a shadow if I'm doing that. There we go with that. I'm going to go ahead and try another one. I'm actually going to try to do one with skin. And skin is, we are all shades of brown. So although you have a peach and a brown, if your skin's light, don't just use peach. If your skin's darker, don't just use brown. You're still going to be using both. And if you can, see if you can find another shade of brown. So here's a mahogany. But you can still do this with your two browns. So first I'm going to start with a base of my peach. Again, not pressing hard, pressing soft. And then I have a shadow, so somewhere around the edge of my face, around my nose, my eyelids. I can go pretty light and get my shadow that way. Definitely practice first because you can go too dark. And then I can go back over it if I'd like to. Kind of mix it around by making my circle, my scumbling. And that way you have a shadow then if you need to make that onto your face. If your skin's a little darker that you want to do, you can make your base color then the brown. Don't want to press too hard right away. And you can mix in then this lighter color just so there's no dimension to it. It's not looking so flat. Colored pencil is all about building up. You never just want to use one single color. So actually I picked up a red, and then I can add a little color to it, little life. And just go back and forth until I kind of get what I'm looking for. Fabulous. So keep going with that. And I'm actually going to get myself a marker and a crayon for this next one. So last but not least, we're going to try our overlapping. This one's just a fun way if you're trying to make a shirt or a different texture, so cloth or hair or something different that you want to stand out. And overlapping is just using two or more different media, and media is what you draw with, so our colored pencil, crayon, or marker, and putting them on top of each other and mixing them. So example, crayon on top of marker. So with my marker, I'm going to put my marker down first. And I'm going to give it a moment to kind of dry. So while it's drying, I don't want to rip my paper by accident. I'm going to take my crayon and see if crayon and colored pencil mix. I'm not really sure. Let's see, what color? I'll take a pink with this one. Oh, nice. It's kind of a weird texture because of the wax of the crayon. That looks pretty cool. I wonder if I should do colored pencil first and then crayon. Kind of the same. Alright, so with my marker then that's kind of dry, I could put crayon over it, and it really gives a different texture and a really different color. This almost looks like I'm putting black, but this is actually indigo. Cool. Let's see. Color pencil on top of this. A little interesting. Don't know what I could use that for. But I could try, since that's green, maybe if I put just green over it. It's pretty light. This would be good to kind of outline something. So notice how I'm just trying a bunch of different things in one area. I'm not too worried about filling it in. Alright, so hopefully this will be a good start for your color pencil cheat sheet. You are going to need to include at least 2 different values in your artwork and at least 1 example of blending. You're more than welcome to go as intense and try your best with this to add as much as you can to make your 2D picture look a little bit more 3D and realistic. Alright, good luck.